Hi, everyone. I am coming to you with the 12 o'clock, Monday 12 o'clock webinar. We unfortunately had some major technical issues that I am hoping are resolved. It was a Comcast issue, and I apologize immensely. I don't know how to say it. So I just wanted to record the webinar for you. You are more than welcome to jump on any of the other webinars that I'm having this week. But I wanted to get back into this webinar. So I'm going to go right into my sharing my screen and get right into it. So this is module 1 of my 4-week online business academy series. This is the who, what, and why of your business. This is the foundation of your business, the pillar that supports the structure of your business. It's super important. It's just like a home. You know, we would never build a home with a weak foundation. That doesn't support the structure the way that we need the structure supported. So it's so important that we do the same thing with our businesses. So what business do you have being here? And this is a joke. I just want to know what your businesses are. And those that were on the call were nutritionists, healthcare providers, wellness providers. Some ran a brick and mortar. And so we come with a variety of businesses. And they all matter. And they all need to be built the same way with a strong foundation. So welcome. My name is Mary Alice Goldsmith. And if you're listening to the replay of this webinar, I highly encourage you to shut everything off, quiet your cell phones, shut off your emails, shut off Facebook, and get laser focused, because this is your hour to learn something amazing that can level up your business the way that you want it to be leveled up. Because if you're here, you are definitely an ambitious, sassy go-getter, and you're here to learn something because your business matters to you. And that matters to me. So let's shut everything off. Be sure to stay on till the end, because I have some special offers for you that I'd like to give you, especially for attending the webinar and being so patient with the technical issues. So my entrepreneurial journey has definitely revealed so many amazing things to me. First and foremost, I have found that running an online business is no different than managing your personal life. There are ups and downs, and that is most definitely for sure. But there's nothing you can't handle if you have a plan. So if you have a solid plan, there's nothing you can't handle that comes your way, both personally and in business. So we all have a journey, and we embrace that journey. I'm a mom. I'm a wife. I have 3 sons. When my youngest son went on the bus, I remember thinking, what the heck am I going to do now? Like, I've been a stay-at-home mom for almost 13 years, and now I'm going to have all this time in my life. What am I going to do now? And so I had always loved fitness. I've always loved fitness, and I always loved people. I'm definitely a people person for sure. And so many people said, why don't you become a personal trainer? Why don't you run an personal training business? Which I gave a lot of thought to, but I wasn't sure if that's what I wanted to do. But once my son got on that bus, I thought, well, I better do something. And why not do something that I really love? So I got certified in personal training, and my husband and I converted the basement of our home into a gym. And before I knew it, within 18 months, I was doing 36 sessions a week. I had 6 different group fitness programs between boxing, TRX, boot camps at night, and between prepping for them and actually doing them, I was in well over 50 hours a week for these for all of these sessions and research and all of that. So it was kind of doing the extreme opposite of what I wanted to do. I wanted to be that stay-at-home mom that was running a business part-time. And this became very full-time very quickly. So I knew I needed to kind of adjust things, find that balance again, and reprioritize. And so I decided that I was going to go online, because I was learning that the online space really provided that ability to work from wherever and add time back into your life. So I went online, And like this girl with her hands on her head became very frustrated. My husband was adorable. He bought me a website for Mother's Day in 2010. And I didn't know what I was doing. I would update my boot camp calendars. I would send tips of the week. I would put on recipes, but I really had no idea what I was doing. And I got certified in nutrition and really wanted to make this online space work, but I was just clueless about it. So I finally hit that crossroads in my life where I said, I'm either going to go all in or I'm going all out. I'm going to get some desk job in some corporate office. And I decided to go all in, and I hired my first business coach in 2013. And my business completely leveled up in so many different ways. And I learned so much. Even working with the coach, I hired even more people. I wanted to know about Facebook. I wanted to learn about Pinterest. I wanted to know about blogging. I wanted to know about sales funnels. So I just kept finding these people and paying for their programs and continued to learn so much. I went from 200 people to over 13,000 people on my Facebook page in an 18-month span or even less. So I really found this passion for business and decided that I was going to actually jump into that realm. So the last 2 years I have been, or the last year and a half, I have been focusing on building a business brand, and actually was hired by my business coach to help her coach her people in her Best of You coaching club. Her name is Jill Coleman of Jill Fit. And I have just loved it. We're working with over 80 women, and it is amazing to see all they have accomplished, risked, and goals they have set and achieved. It's just been awesome. I'm so honored to hold the space. So it's been an incredible entrepreneurial journey for me. And I just get so excited about what's to come, because there's always more to come, right? The journey is never ending. And one thing I do know and that I learned is that what we're going to talk about today is imperative for your business. It's imperative. So let's shut everything down, get laser focused, and make sure you stay on to the end, because I have some good stuff. Okay, so from 1 through 10, 10 being high, how frustrated are you feeling with building your online business? I get emails from people all the time about how frustrated they are with traffic and recruiting clients and feeling like they're writing these blogs from their heart and no one's seeing them. It can be extremely frustrating. If you don't know where you're going, you will end up somewhere else. And what I mean by that is, if you're not laser focused on who you are, what you do, and who you serve, and why you're here, you will end up with entrepreneurial ADD. You'll be all over the place. And you'll be so busy creating, and you're never going to hone in on who you're actually creating for. So that's why it's so important to get laser focused on the who, what, and why of your business. There are 3 key foundational aspects to your business, and that's the who, the what, and the why. In the who, we want to focus on who we are. What brings us here? What kind of person are you? What kind of coach do you want to be? You need to write this out. Really write this out. What are your core values? Think about those core values. Are you the person who wants to lift people up? Do you have no judgment? Are you a compassionate person, and so your core value is to always be a good listener without any judgment? You want to write these out. 3 to 5 core values that you believe in and live your life around. You want to filter them into your business. Write your mission statement for your business. 1 or 2 lines. Keep it short and detailed. What are your character attributes? Are you compassionate? Are you a learner and a teacher? Are you do you like to serve? Do you like to listen? Do you love to, or are you funny? Are you stern? Are you very strict and disciplined and organized? All of these attributes, you really want to outline these. And what are your top 5? What are your top 5 attributes that make you a stellar person, that can make you a phenomenal coach, or can make you phenomenal in whatever niche you're in? Write those out. And then who do you serve? Who is the person that you're serving that's going to benefit from your product or your services? Name her or him. Tell me what she looks like or what he looks like. Is she married? Does he have a family? Are they in corporate? Are they entrepreneurs? Who are they? What do they do? And why will you serving them change their life? Really get detailed with this. You must know these in order to hone in on your message. Once you hone in on this and you really define all of these, you will find such a creative flow in your online space, your writing, in your social media posts, in your email marketing. There'll be such a flow because it's so authentic, because it's coming from a place of knowledge. You know exactly who you are and who you serve. Yes or no? I have done these exercises and I know exactly who I serve and how I want to serve them. If your answer is yes, high five. I am so proud of you. It's awesome that you've done this, and I'm sure it has helped you become laser focused in your business. If the answer is no, get busy doing this. After this webinar, you're going to have enough information to sit down and really write a business overview, and you want to make sure that you do that. Get laser focused. The true beauty of music is that it connects people. It carries a message, and we, the musicians, are the messengers. We are the messengers. We have to make sure our message is crystal clear so that the people who need to hear it find us, because somebody needs you. Somebody needs you. They need your message. They need your service. So we have to make sure that we're super clear in our message so that they can find us. When you think about yourself in that way, that you have an obligation to let people find you, doesn't that change things a little bit? Doesn't that make your work come more from a place of service than actually a business or an entrepreneur? Because that's how it should feel. You should be coming from a place that someone out there truly needs you so that they can live a fantastic, magnificent life. Be that messenger. Be that clear. The what? What problem do you solve? Every product in this world solves some problem. A light bulb gives us light. Gasoline makes our car drive. A fat loss program helps people lose weight. Everything solves a problem. So what problem do you solve? What service do you want to provide? How do you want to serve people? How do you want to solve that problem? Do you want to do face-to-face? Do you want to do video tutorials? Do you want to do Skype or calls? Or do you want to work only in a group format? Figure out how you want to provide your service. This is super important. What is unique about your service? People get so twisted about this question because they're like, oh my gosh, there's so many people out there doing what I do. How can I differentiate myself? How can I be different? I want you to shut all that noise out and listen to me. Your service is unique because of you. That is it. It's that simple. No one cares about your products. No one cares about your service. They care about you. They care about how you show up. They care about building a trusting, loyal relationship with you. That is so super important. And know the message you have to share is amazing. It's magnificent. It's important. It's needed. Once you believe that, gosh, you could shine. You could shine all day, every day, nonstop. You will be unstoppable. And you must believe that. You are what's unique to your product because there's somebody out there that needs you. And when they find you, they will not even be able to imagine life without you in it. That's the kind of work you do. That's the kind of relationships with clients you want. So you're what's most unique in your product. Believe that 100%. What is most important to your ideal client? If you haven't asked this to your clients every 3 or 4 months, you're missing the mark. You need to send out surveys. You need to post on your social media accounts. What is their biggest issue? What's most important to them? Because then you'll be able to meet that and you'll be able to solve that. And they'll think you're even more amazing than you are. Well, you are amazing. But that's really important to keep focusing on what they need. The why. What is the passion behind your work? We all have a story. I just shared your mine. Who knew I'd be sitting here doing business coaching? Never in my wildest dreams did I think that that's where I was headed. But here I am. And you know what? My dog's barking because she's 15 and a half, and I have to help her get up. So hold on. I mean, how real of a webinar is this? This happens quite often. Come on, Ab. I'll have to show you my girls at the end of the webinar. Okay, so your passion. I'm passionate about my dogs. That's why I was willing to stop in the middle of the webinar to help her. So your passion behind your work. We all have a story. Something brought us to the waters of entrepreneurship. What is that? Really write that out. What is your big why? Why are you here? What are you going to do? My big why is I want to help women live healthy, happy, and successfully from the inside out every single day. I want to help them realize how awesome they are, how amazing they are, how their message, their service can change the world. And I believe that one by one by one, if we're all serving and giving from our heart, we can change this world. And I want women to believe that. Passion is energy. Feel the power that comes from focusing on what excites you. When you have something that excites you, that gives you energy. That gives you energy. A thriving business is built from passion. Now, passion doesn't necessarily make it continue to thrive, but that's what starts that thriving business, that passion. Then we need to be disciplined and focused and committed and organized and tenacious and all those other things. But passion is what initially brings us to the water. How passionate are you about your current business? A, very passionate. B, somewhat passionate. C, frustration has stolen a lot of my passion. Looking to get it back. You know, we're all in different places, and that's perfectly okay. There's nothing wrong with that. But understand, if you're losing that passion, if you're losing that focus, it probably has a lot to do with the fact that you don't have a strong business overview. That's why passion is great. It brings us to the water of entrepreneurship. It gets us fired up to make these businesses, but it doesn't sustain the work that needs to be done. So you have to make sure that you're doing all the other parts of that. Passion gets you here, but all those other things keep us here. So a business plan. Creating a one-page business plan is an excellent exercise to get very clear and focused. What you do, who you serve, and how you make money. Are you ready to get laser focused in your business? Here's your business overview. Now let's get real focused here. So for a business overview, you want to write 1 to 2 sentences about your business mission. Why are you in business? What kind of lifestyle do you want to create? It's important to understand, like I shared before, I was over 50 hours a week working my tail off, and it was not the lifestyle I was trying to create. I was trying to create the extreme opposite of that. I was trying to create the lifestyle where I was accessible to my family and present. And so I needed to do a major adjustment of priorities. So what kind of lifestyle are you looking to create by building your online business? Really important to lay that out. How do you want to run your business? Is it face-to-face, in person, on the phone, Skype, group? Do you want to hire other coaches who just take what you know and implement it? There's so many different ways of running a business. So you want to make sure you figure that out. 1 to 2 sentences describing how you make money, right? Because we are running a business, so we need to know how we're going to generate the money. What are your top 2 to 5 goals? What strategies will you use to achieve those goals? So now we're talking big picture. So we have this big picture. Say your goal is you want to create a coaching program with 10 women and excessively high touch and lots of calls, lots of one-on-one, all based on nutrition, fitness, and lifestyle. So you want to map that all out. What's the big picture of that program? How does that look ideally to you? And then you want to start creating strategies in order to make that happen. And that we're going to get into in the other parts of our online Business Academy webinar series, but you're talking using social media, email marketing, sales funnels to generate those people to help make these goals come to be. So when you flush out your business plan, you watch the potential of your business take place. You watch the possibilities slowly start happening because you start implementing action steps to get to where you want to be in your business. It's a beautiful thing, but you have to plan it out. Any fool can know. The point is to understand. So you may sit there and say, oh, I know what I want to do. I know what I want to do with my business. But do you truly understand what it will take? Do you truly understand all the branches that you need to grow in order to make that happen? Really important to understand that. And it's something as entrepreneurs we miss because we know what we want to do. And so we just kind of jump full throttle. I made this mistake the first year in my business online. I went in and instead of really knowing how I wanted to show up in the online space, I just kept creating. I mean, I think I created 6 different products that year. It was crazy. And I was like running on a treadmill at 100 miles an hour, getting nowhere, right? I was getting like 1 or 2 people signing up here and there because my message kept changing because I wasn't laser focused. I was not laser focused. And so you need to not only know what you want, but understand how to get it. Market analysis is super important. You have to know your ideal client. This is part of your business review. So you want to write out the pain, the struggle, or the issue you solve. How do you serve this person? What is their biggest struggle? How are you solving it? What is your solution to each problem? Write it out in detail. Write a brief synopsis of your ideal client. Include their demographics. We were talking about this a little bit before. Is she married? Does she have children? Is she a mom? Is she a teenager? Is she in college? Who is she? I want you to give her a name. I want you to give her a hair color. She may be one of your clients right now. If you have a client that's your perfect avatar, print their picture out, keep her on your desk, and every time you go to write to her. I mean, don't say her name, but write to her. You will find such a flow in your writing and your creativity. It's amazing. So really outline and detail this. And then you want to look and see who are your top competitors. Know who your top competitors are. Look how they're showing up. Not that I want you to copy what they're doing or show up like them, but how are they showing up? What's working for them? Network with them. Reach out to them and say, hey, I'm doing this. I saw you were doing something similar. I'd love to get on a call and talk with you. Networking can be an amazing thing for your business, and I strongly encourage you to reach out to people. The word competitors, I really don't like. I should have put peers really, because you're not really competing, especially if you're coming from a place of service. So reach out to your peers, connect with them, network, invite them onto your blog, have a conversation. Super important to know what people in your industry are doing. When you discover your ideal client, you create a business you love. Everything starts to flow. Eventually, everything connects. People, ideas, objects. The quality of the connections is the key to quality per se. And it's so true. I mean, I don't know how you guys run your business. I don't know each and every one of you individually, but I know for me, it is so important to connect on a personal level with my people. I think so much so that they don't believe me. Like when I write my emails, I'm always like, reply back, talk to me, please talk to me. And I really mean that. I have no problem getting on a call with somebody and just hashing things out just to find out where they are and what they need. And it may not be me. I've told many people that they need somebody else, not me, for their issues. But I love connecting with people on that personal level because my mission, my passion, my purpose of what I do is to help people be the best version of themselves, to live a magnificent life. Why wouldn't I get on the call with somebody? I don't need you paying me for every little thing. If we're meant for each other, sure, you'll hire me and I'll be your coach and I'll help you get healthy and fit or successful. No problem. But I truly believe in that personal connection, because that is a quality connection. That builds loyal relationships, and that's super important. I want my people to trust me. I want my people to trust me, and I want to love my people. And like we had spoken about, I think we said this earlier, we're not for everyone, and everyone's not for us, which is perfectly okay. It's perfectly okay. But when you do find that perfect person, make it a quality relationship. So your product and service description is really important. Define your product, leave nothing out. Get as detailed as possible. And remember, always ask yourself those outcomes. What are you solving? What's the cost to produce your product? Retail price of your product or service? Forecast the amount sold or the number of clients you're desiring. Really important. And that cost to produce, that includes any type of hiring Fiverr, or if you had to get a website, everything involved in that. Don't leave anything out. Create a plan of action to market and launch your business. This is coming in more detail in webinar 2, but we want to create that plan. So now we know who we are, we know our perfect client, we know the product they need. Now we have to start implementing the action steps that we need to take in order to get the product in front of them. Because remember, we're service. We're serving them, and we have the obligation to get that product in front of them. Really important. So come from a place of service. I have found that when I am focusing on the outcomes of my clients and I structure my services to fully benefit my clients, I feel so comfortable. I feel so authentic with that. And I know they benefit from that as well. So always come from a place of service. He profits most who serves best. You know, when you're serving someone and you're helping them be the best version of themselves, you lift yourself up and you lift them up. It's a win-win. What is the one thing you have learned today that will make the biggest difference in your business? Jot that down. I know we're going a little quick because we're not online together, unfortunately. If you have a dream to build a thriving online business, don't let anything get in your way. Make your dream a reality. Don't give up. Don't stop, even if you're frustrated. You deserve it, and so do the people who need your service and your special something, because we all have something special to bring, and people need you. So don't give up. When you think about giving up, think about that person who needs you so bad, and if you're not available to them, how sad that'll be. So think about that, because everybody needs your special something. How would your business be different a year from now if you knew exactly what you needed to do and when? If you could accelerate your success by 2 to 3 years, would you? Of course you would. Then you need to believe in yourself and your business. And when you create that business overview, you'll see exactly, and you'll feel it in your gut instinctually. You'll have that little instinct and that burning gut fire inside that you love what you do, and you'll get excited. And if you get that, then you need to make the investment, and you need to ensure long-term success for you and the people you serve. There comes a time in your business when you will hit that crossroad. I know I hit it. It was a pivotal moment, and it's a scary moment because you're going all in and you're thinking, I don't even have the money to go all in, but I'm going to go all in because I want to make a difference in this world. But it all depends on how bad you want it. How bad do you want it? How strong are you entrenched in your purpose? That really matters. How bad do you want it? Ask yourself that. Hiring a coach has the potential to accelerate your business by 2 to 3 years. And I highlighted potential because I will tell you, I've worked with some amazing coaches, and I've worked with some not so much coaches. I had a terrible situation this year with a coach where I almost lost $6,000 to her. And it was horrific. The way she showed up was so inauthentic, was rude, was disrespectful, and I'm just happy that I caught it fast enough that I was able to not lose $6,000. But you have to be so careful. You have to be so careful. That's your money. That's your money. And although you do need to invest, you want to make sure you're investing with the right coach. Just like every client is not for us, and we are not for every client, a coach is a serious investment. A serious investment. I mean, there's not a lot of cheap coaches, and if they are, there's probably something a little shady there. But you should be definite when you hire your coach. You should know exactly who they are, what they represent, how they show up in this world, and they should be guaranteeing you the result that you're looking for. Here's some rules that I really would live by, and now in my business, I would never hire a coach without these. So you want to make sure that you hire a coach you believe in. Follow them, stalk them, see what they're writing about. Do they share core values? maybe you're someone who doesn't like to curse and they're cursing all over the place. I don't particularly like to curse professionally. I think it brings people down. So that's something I would be looking for. Never hire a coach without speaking to them one-on-one. Anytime you're hiring a coach, you need to say to them, let's get on a call one-on-one. If they say no, walk away as fast as you can. Walk away. Invest in coaching that will guarantee that you will level up. You want to make sure that your coach has a very specific plan of action and is telling you that you will definitely have a product out within 6 months. You will definitely have more followers. Obviously you have to do the work, but you want some type of guarantee. And look for high access and availability. Tutorial trainings are really great, like video tutorial trainings, if it's like something specific. Like if you're just focusing on learning Facebook, I would totally suggest you hire Amy Porterfield and go through her video tutorials. They're very informative. She gives a ton of stuff away, but it's just about Facebook. If you're looking to hire a business coach to help you accelerate and level up your business, you want someone who is going to be on the phone with you, walking you through things, not saying, oh, here's a video on that. You want somebody walking you through. Videos are great because you could pause them, go do it, pause them and go do it. But you also want to make sure you have that high touch, high access availability to a coach. It's your money. It's your business. You deserve that. I'm a success today because I had a friend who believed in me and I didn't have the heart to let him down. And isn't this true? When we hire a coach and a coach turns to us and say, hey, listen, I want this done by the 15th of the month. And your coach should be telling you that. It shouldn't, be, oh yeah, whatever, you want to get it done. You want to be held accountable. So when your coach tells you to get something done, you get it done. Though that's the worst feeling in the world, to turn to your coach and be like, I didn't do it. I paid you all this money, but I'm not doing what you're telling me to do. So how am I supposed to level up here? Be held accountable. And so make sure I love that little quote because it's so true. When we're answering to somebody else, it's amazing how we show up in the world. Having that one person who has been there and knows firsthand what you need and how you need to do it, it's priceless. It's absolutely priceless. There's so many things that come up, and just to have that person to be like, what's this plugin that I'm supposed to have and I don't even know how to do it? Having that person to be able to do that with, it's priceless because it cuts down on your frustration level and it leaves you more creative energy, which is what you really need to build a thriving business. That's my dog scratching herself. This is exactly why I created the Go-Getters Online Mentorship. I created this program that will help you not only level up in your business, but will help you feel never alone in your business. You will know everything that you need to do when you need to do it. It is jam-packed with information. I will have a portal. We will have so many things each month that we'll be doing together to make sure and ensure that you're doing the work you need to do in order to level up. This is not a loosey-goosey program. It's not going to be, okay, that's fine. I respect everybody's at a different place, and that's great. But the people I'm looking to work for are the people who are really serious about their business, and they're really looking to level up. They really want to take their business somewhere else. My why? I'll tell you why I created this business. After hiring several coaches and working with many different types of coaches, I feel like the coaching industry is a little flawed right now. I feel like there's a lot of things being pitched and sold, and there's a lot of people being left in the dirt to figure things out on their own. And I don't like that. I don't like people taking my money and not showing up the way that they're supposed to show up. I want a coach that's going to represent what he or she has promised me and show up and take my business to new heights. And I don't know too many programs out there, and I don't know all the coaches out there, so I'm not bashing everyone. Like I said, I've had amazing coaches, and I've had coaches where I'm just like, what? So my why is I want to create a program that has high accessibility to me. As your coach, I want you to be accessible to me. That's really important. I also want high accountability. I want to say, hey, listen, Kate, we're going to be on a call on Friday. Make sure you download the worksheet on the portal. I want all those steps done so that we're on the call Friday, we can get things done. That's how succinct the program is. And then I'm going to say, hey, Chris, make sure, after our call on the 15th, I'm going to say on the 30th, we're back on the call addressing these things. So make sure you get these things done. If you're having a hard time, make sure you reach out to me. So there's a lot of accountability because I want to forward you forward quickly. I don't want this to be like, whenever. No, we want to get things moving. Really important to me. And I want to service you. I don't want you to feel like you're alone. I don't want you to feel frustrated in your entrepreneurial journey where you feel like you've spent all this money on coaching, but you don't have the coach backing you up or supporting you. I am here to service you 100%. 1, because it's my mission. 2, because I love it. And 3, I honor and totally appreciate the fact that you're investing in me as your coach. And so service is just a guarantee from me. And the education. I am constantly learning new things, constantly. So if I spend $1,000 on a new product, you better bet your bottom dollar you're going to learn about it. And I'm going to teach you all aspects on it. And I have no problem sharing that information. I have many peers who, when I spend all this money on a product, I share everything with them. That's just who I am. You will get constant support, endless support. An entrepreneurial sisterhood. We will have a group because I think that's important too, to connect with like-minded people. In that group, I'm actually going to be doing accountability partners where you and your accountability partner will get together on a call once a month or via email, however you choose to set it up, and you'll hold each other accountable. And that's going to make our coaching calls even more productive as well. And success. I'm guaranteeing you that the way your business looks now will not look like that in 7 months. In 7 months, you're going to see drastic changes in your business as you do this work. You're going to see drastic changes in yourself as an entrepreneur. And that's my goal. So success is definitely the end result. So this is the inside of our portal. This is one of the drop-down menus for January. You'll see each month we have a monthly syllabus. There's monthly Q&A calls as a group and one-on-one calls with me. And there's a challenge each month. So I may challenge you to create a video and put the video on our Facebook group so that we can critique it and make it perfect so that when you publish it to social media or your blog, you feel confident and so proud of it. So little challenges like that each month. I will have open office hours each month where you can just call in and talk to me. They don't have to be scheduled. You could be doing something and be like, oh, I need to call Mary Alice. And if I have if I have my open office hours, you can just call in. I also will suggest some educational books for you guys to read. I think that's super important. And there's extras like webinars, or I'll have certain experts come on and help talk to you about public speaking or public relations, getting published. Different things like social media. I have different experts coming on to help you in areas that I'm not an expert in, because I'm not an expert in everything. None of us are. So I want to make sure you have access to those people who are experts. Copywriting, huge. So I'm excited about that because that's really important, that you speak to the people who are in the trenches doing that every day. It's kind of like if you break your foot, you're not going to go to a hand specialist, right? You're going to go to a foot specialist. So I want to make sure that when we're talking about copywriting, we have a specialist who's going to help you with that. So Go Getters Online starts January 15th, 2016. I'm super excited about it. It's a 7-month program. There are 2 levels, and the difference between the levels is the amount of calls and a VIP day. So we'll have a weekend retreat. We'll also have a mastermind weekend, which will also incorporate a photo shoot for professional photos, which are super important. The VIP day is for the full throttle level, and that is a full day with me to troubleshoot your business, build your website, whatever you want it to be. And then we'll go out to dinner and have some drinks and have some fun, because I want to get to know you as a person, not just as my client. So the VIP day, I love, it's exciting. So not only will we be meeting 3 times in the year, but I'll always be on the phone throughout the month, Q&A calls as a group, and so on. So there's lots of one-on-one time, and this is absolutely a hand-holding coaching program, and there is no shame in that, sister, at all. I will be holding your hand for the full 7 months, and I can't wait to do it. So let's talk about some of the bonuses for being on the webinar and just being awesome. So the first bonus is the application, which I'm going to post the link in the chat box. Let me pull up the link. So there is an application process, and let me explain why I'm doing that. I'm only accepting 10 people in each level. And the reason I'm doing that is because it is so high touch. I want to make sure that I have the right amount of people, first of all, and the availability to be highly accessible. That is super important to me. So I am only taking people who are very, very serious about their business. That's super important to me. I want people who are on a mission to level up and level up quickly. So I am only taking very serious applicants. That's the link to schedule. Oh, that's my next bonus. I'm jumping ahead. But the application process, there's a couple of questions that will help reveal to me how serious you are about your business. I actually posted the wrong link. I apologize for that. I posted the call link. I'm going to post the survey link. One sec. So I'm only taking people who are super serious about their business, because it's not one of these situations where it's kind of go at your own pace. It's actually very fast-paced in a sense. And every month you're going to have specific assignments that you're going to need to get done before our next call. So the process moves along quite quickly. So I want to make sure that you understand that. Okay. Our next bonus is for anyone who fills out. So the application link is what I put in the chat box. I have to actually, I'm sorry. This is the coaching call link that I put in the chat box. I have to retrieve the SurveyMonkey application. Not sure where it is. Okay, so the bonus call is a free call. And if you fill out the application, you automatically get the free call. You're going to fill out this scheduling to book your call, and you and I will get on the phone and just kind of talk about your business, what's going on well, what are you struggling with, where do you feel like you need the most help, and you can kind of interview me, and I will interview you, and we'll see if we're a fit for each other. Because, like I said, it's definitely an accelerated coaching program, and so I want to make sure that I have the right fit. Finally, anyone who signs up for the mentorship program with me will get the photo shoot for free. So during the mastermind weekend, you'll get the photo shoot for free, which is really cool. It's like a $250 value. And normally I would go into if not now, when, and questions and hot seats, but unfortunately, we're not able to do that because this is not live. So I just wanted to make sure you guys got the webinar. If you would please email me, and we could schedule your, if you can get on and schedule your call, that'll be awesome. And let me try to find that. I'm trying to find that survey link. why it's not working. It's so weird. So, yeah, I'm having a hard time finding the link. So I'll email that to you guys as well. But if you can go ahead and schedule your call, that'll be great. And I'll get you the application link. I thank you guys for being so patient this morning. It seems to be all fixed now. Thank God. And feel free if you want to jump on another webinar towards the end for the hot seats and the questions, no problem. Thanks, guys. Have a great day.